Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be, what is one thing we all share in common? Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So as the thumbnail mentions, what is one thing we all share in common? Actually, there are many things, but for this video, can you guess? That's right, it is a mom. We all have a mom. Now, I'm going to jump into this and intertwine it with your life, your relationship, and what part your mom played in your existence. First of all, we all had and or have a mom. If your mom is still on the planet, God bless you. You are a fortunate individual. If your mom has since left us, my heart goes out to you. I lost my mom when I was 16, and believe me when I tell you, the first 16 years of my life on this planet were built. Much of that was built from my mom and my dad, and I am blessed to have had her in my life for that period of time. So I love you, Mom. Point being that your mom, perhaps she is a kind, loving individual. Perhaps she raised you the proper way. Perhaps right now she's still in contact with you and things are going great. Perhaps your mom, it turns out she was a narcissist or a toxic individual. Or perhaps you did not have the proper upbringing from your mom in the household. Perhaps your mom wasn't your mom. Your biological mom, that is. Maybe you were adopted, or maybe you were raised by an aunt or somebody like that, or another individual. I'm just focusing on women today because it is Mother's Day in the United States, and my heart goes out to all of you. God bless you. I love you all over the world, the globe. And whenever Mother's Day is celebrated in whichever country you are currently located, please play this video because it's for you too. It's for everybody. But your mom is somebody who has taught you things, I can assure you. Perhaps she taught you values, core beliefs, what is right from wrong, how to do the right thing, empathy. Perhaps she taught you how to love. Perhaps she loved you unconditionally. Let's flip the script. Perhaps your mom was not there for you. Perhaps she verbally abused you. Perhaps she was out doing things, living her life, not really taking care of you. Now, this video isn't to trigger you. It's to let you know that moms are everywhere, and your mom, she may have had a very important role in your life, even more so than you recognize, because post-narcissistic relationship, I can assure you, you're gonna have to do some healing, and much of that will come from childhood wounds, perhaps when your mom was in your life, or perhaps when she was not. I hope you understand that message. Now, having said all these things, perhaps you are a mom. Perhaps you had an opportunity to be a mom, but it was taken from you. Perhaps you wanted to be a mom, but the stars never lined up and you didn't become a mom. It doesn't mean that you're not fulfilling your life purpose. What it means is you are beautiful, you're abundant, you're radiant. You have lived on this planet for a certain period of time, and my hope is you've done the things you wanted to do and you're not looking back with regret or saying missed opportunities. My hope is you understand that wherever you are right now as you're consuming this video is where you're meant to be. And if children were in the picture, you would have had children. If they weren't to be in the picture, then you understand that there was no other way. That's just the way it is. You can't change the past. You can't predict the future. You can only live in the present moment. And I'm doing my best to be very cautious with the words I use, because I understand that childhood, or having a child, giving birth, is a very sensitive issue for many people. I get it. I'm just letting you know that each and every one of us has and or had a mom. Whether that mom was there to nurture you or not, she was there to teach you a lesson. And if you've made it this far in the video, which is very early on in the video, and let's say your mom was and or is a toxic, narcissistic individual, she still taught you things, whether you know it or not. She taught you perhaps how not to behave, what not to do. She taught you what red flags were. She taught you what poor behavior was, and on and on and on. Let's say your mom wasn't a narcissist. Let's say your mom was an enabler, that she married your dad who was a narcissist. Think about that for a minute. If that's the case, well, your mom most likely turned a blind eye or turned the other cheek because she was more loyal to supporting her spouse, i.e. your dad, the narcissist, than she was perhaps in giving you the attention or in paying attention to your concerns or questions. There's so many different layers to the mother relationship with children, and it goes on, but identifying who your mom was is a big thing, and taking time to process that perhaps your mom wasn't the best individual. Now, I just side note, for me, my mom was an amazing individual. She was great, and I grew up in a Walt Disney-like background in a family setting. That's One of the reasons I met the narcissist later in life, because I believed everybody was like me, and I believed people were very similar to me. They're not, they aren't, and they never will be. Many people have hidden agendas, and that's for a different video. Point being, identifying who your mom was or is, and understanding, getting the tools on the narcissistic abusive cycle. If, for example, your mom is a narcissist or an enabler or a fly monkey, or someone who just wants to push your buttons or wind you up or call you to put out fires or call you multiple times a day to consume your energy, you need to now know that there are people like this, and your mom could be one of them. Now, I'm not walking the globe trying to identify a mom to be a narcissist. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, yeah, your mom's your mom, and I'm sure you love her and respect her. My point is, later in life, everybody reveals themselves, and if your mom, let's say as an example, is trying to consume your energy from afar and calling you multiple times a day and saying things that they're having issues and problems and that they need you to fix them, and they have no money and they're broke and all these things, really understand, like, has that been going on your whole life? Is it a recent development, etc.? Point being, your mom many times, not always, but at times your mom feels that she owns you because she gave birth to you. Now, I am not of that camp. Your mom doesn't own you. Your mom was fortunate to give birth to you, and here you are, getting the wisdom. You're now an adult, and you now can make your own decisions. And my take is, yes, your mom's your mom. However, you need to understand, if she's not benefiting you and she's trying to tear you down, or she's threatening you, or rage fits are going on, or she's holding things over your head, that's not good. That means she is trying to be a controlling individual, and she most likely got her way until you got the wisdom, or until you're getting the wisdom. Why I'm saying all these things to you is because loyalty, it doesn't necessarily need to be blood deep, meaning many times people are born into families and they are extremely loyal to a fault to the family because that's what they're taught. Their parents teach them, hey, what happens in the household stays in the household. Don't air the dirty laundry. Take one for the team. Blood is thicker than water. The family sticks together. Things like that. Now, that was true pre-internet because we didn't know any better. Now, with the internet and smartphones, we understand that many times our family, perhaps even your mom, is someone who's trying to tear you down, not build you up. And if that's the case, I strongly suggest you put boundaries in place. Utilize gray rock. Become unavailable if necessary. Instead of being on the phone for 3 hours at a clip, try and limit it to 20 minutes and take your energy back. Remember, again, on the channel I mentioned frequently, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. That is completely true. And throughout your life, if you've placed a lot of attention and or energy into your relationship with your mom and it isn't benefiting you, I'm just suggesting perhaps put boundaries in place. However, going back to what the thumbnail mentioned, what is one thing we all have in common? First of all, if you've made it this far and or if you've been in the community for a period of time, I'm certain you and I share the narcissistic abusive cycle. That's something we didn't sign up for. Many of us entered these relationships under the guise of a romantic interest. However, many of us were born into narcissistic families, which is what some of this video is about, because you too did not know what you were up against. You were being loyal to a fault, to your parents and or siblings, in this case, your mom. And if your mom turned out to be a narcissist and she was grooming you perhaps to become a narcissist, and you fought because you are the white sheep in the family, they may have called you the black sheep. Those two terms are interchangeable. To me, the point is you are a different individual, and you were not going along with the family policy of abuse, manipulation, lies, destruction, and deceit. What you were doing is spreading goodness, empathy, love, kindness, and that's a great thing. So if your parents and or mom was trying to groom you to become a narcissist, and yes, these things do happen, that's why you didn't fall for it. You didn't take the bait. So that means you're a strong individual. What that also means is now you know what you're up against, and or you are figuring out what you're up against, and what you're up against is a behemoth, an individual who will play on your heartstrings and claim that they're the victim and that you owe them money, time, anything to get you back into communication with the narcissist. So why I said that is because not everyone's mom A is on the planet, not everyone's mom B is in communication with their mom, not everyone's mom C has their best interest at heart, not everyone's mom D was a loving, kind, blessed, beautiful individual who wanted to teach you and raise you the proper way. And E, many people's mom was not available to them. And actually this person put their own interests in front of their kids' interests. And why I say that is because it's true. I believe after many, many years of research and figuring out exactly where I fit in on this planet called Earth, that childhood is an instrumental part of development. Now, we know that. You may say, well, Andrew, that's common sense. It is. However, I'm going to take it another layer. I would like to think that most children are raised in healthy, stable environments, meaning both of their parents love them and are giving them the attention and teaching them right from wrong and having boundaries. In other words, perhaps adhering to rules of the house and teaching them value, meaning responsibility, meaning like chores and obligations. I'm not so sure that's true. I'm really not. In this day and age, I believe, first of all, there are many households that have one parent as raising the kids. And if you're a single mom right now, by the way, watching this, my heart goes out to you. God bless you. You're a strong woman. You are blessed. You're beautiful. You're abundant. Keep moving forward each and every day and keep doing the right thing and keep focusing on what you have to do to better yourself and your children's future. But getting back to this point, the point is that I believe that many kids are not raised in the stablest and or healthiest backgrounds and environments, and that's a shame. It really is. But the more I understand about narcissism and how the parents play a role in this, the more I realize that, yes, I believe many children who are now adults may not even recognize that their parent was a toxic individual or perhaps a narcissist, and they weren't given the skill set that perhaps, as an example, I was given. So I want to let you know this. We are all individuals on the planet. We are all equal. We should be treated as such, with dignity, respect, love, empathy, kindness, and with gratitude. However, the truth of the matter is, a lot of people on the planet, perhaps your mom included, does not have your best interest at heart. You just have to be honest with yourself and realize that, yes, perhaps she gave birth to you, but is she trying to build you up, or has she been trying to tear you down your whole life? That's for you to figure out. So before I close the video, I want to let you know that to all the moms all over the planet, God bless you. I love you. You're beautiful and abundant. And continue to do the right thing. Continue to take the high road even when no one's looking. If you are currently identifying that your mom is a beautiful individual and that perhaps you had seen her differently, God bless you, it's great. If you flip the script and you've identified that you thought your mom was an incredible individual and she's actually a toxic narcissist, I would really be putting boundaries in place. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Remember, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. God bless you. I love you all. You are not alone. I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, you guys.